Well, ladies and gentlemen, fight for this evening, as I said, is a featherweight bout. And of course, it is brought to us by Stretton Property Group, providing a real estate experience in residential and commercial property. Head to strettonpropertygroup.com.au for more information. So, fight four, scheduled for three-minute rounds in this featherweight bout. Let's introduce fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 65.7 kilos. He fights out of All Styles Gym Bundamba with a record of 1 win from 2 fights. Please welcome Kaiden Riddle-Johnston. And his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in at 64.7 kilograms. He fights out of Team Compton Training Centre, Brisbane, with a record of no wins from 1 fight. Would you please welcome Ethan Mitchell? As I said, fight four is scheduled for 3-minute rounds. Our referee in charge, Ian Bone.
It's a pretty handy clap and cheer for an 0-1 amateur, so they definitely remember his performance from last time. Here we go. It's Ethan Mitchell versus Kaiden Riddle-Johnston.
Immediately, we're seeing activity from both of these guys, putting their jab out there, educated lead hands.
It's inside leg kick there from Kaiden.
Yeah, Mitchell being super light in his feet. He's putting those shots out there.
We've seen that a lot from the first fight that we've seen him in. He doesn't mind spinning either, so you better watch out for that too.
Kaiden's got a cut already over the eye. Is it the eyelid or the eyebrow? It's in that vicinity. Eats a punch for his troubles anyway.
Yeah, it's definitely eyebrow, mate.
It's touch-worthy. We just saw him wipe it away.
Yeah.
It's either bothering him or he's just trying to see if he was bleeding. He most definitely is.
That right hand is a piston. An absolute piston. I tell you what, that cut might be just below the eyebrow and the eye. It could be in that really dodgy spot. I haven't got a good view of it yet, but we'll keep our eye on it, ladies and gentlemen.
Kaiden goes in on a shot, able to pick up a single leg. Mitchell able to get that in, looks for a Kimura, but sometimes when you go for that grip, you do give your hips up.
From memory, though, he had very, very good cage defense, so...
Still does.
Yeah.
He's doing it here. This is great. This is great.
And once again, it's head position here, isn't it, mate?
It is. It is. I feel like Kaiden got a little bit too low. There he... Oh, he's... I thought he was doing exactly what I was about to tell him to. It's because he's in a Kimura. So that Kimura grip stopping him from joining his hands together, it's pesky. That's the only way I can describe it. Someone grabs onto your arm, pulls it up, almost in a way of tweaking your shoulder so you can't get a takedown. Very frustrating.
And really, he's defending here, isn't he? Ethan let it go to yeah, there really is some claret coming out of the side of his head there. Oh, lifts him up. Oh, good balance.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great balance.
See, I don't mind giving your back up like this if you've got the cage there, because it becomes very difficult for someone to get behind you, and he does it anyway.
Having said that, commentators curse some of your best, Jake. But he's doing well. He's looking to separate the hands here.
So if I'm Mitchell, I'm looking to almost spread Kaiden along the fence to try and wipe him off my back, and he gets him off there anyway. Head control from... Oh, look at that. We talk about it all the time. Loses it again, but gains the almost underhook. It's like the Diet Pepsi of underhooks.
Great refereeing here, to be honest. He's letting him work. Oh, big slam!
Avoided the spike. He did do a full flip and went over the top.
He was very lucky. He's got his arm trapped in something here.
Looks like an omoplata.
It's a little bit of an omoplata. Yeah, it is. He's going to look here to grab around the waist and sit up.
What a peculiar position.
That really is. I tell you what, it's going to stall out the end of the round, though. And with a big, huge... Oh, look at this cut. This cut is in a little bit of trouble, ladies and gentlemen. I can tell you, I've just seen it for the first time.
A terrible position. That is not where you want to cut, where the blood can go into the eye. It could obscure the vision.
Let's have a look at the replay here. And you'll see these pistons that Ethan's throwing.
So no cut yet. It could be in one of these exchanges.
And that's it right there.
Absolutely. It took a little bit of a shying away by Kaiden and went bang, got him right over the eye.
And that little bit of leather just grabs that soft tissue there and rips it open.
It does. You nailed it. Rip. It rips. It's not a cut. It is a rip. It's the gripping of the skin and pulling it away. It's the glancing ones that actually make the cuts happen.
It's going to sting for a few weeks.
Oh, mate. If that blood gets in the eye, it'll sting the eye as well.
But I tell you what, I mean, that was very, very early on in the first round, that cut. And he fought fantastically after that. So once again, maybe it was a case of getting woken up.
Yeah. It could be very superficial.
Round 2.
So the game plans are starting to play themselves out, ladies and gentlemen. Ethan Mitchell very, very slick on the feet. Kaiden, no joke either.
He's starting to wait a little bit too much, though. He's almost letting Mitchell go first. And he's able to dictate the pace with feints and that fast jab.
Well, with Ethan doing everything technically correct in the last round, you know, against the cage and getting taken down and all that, he made him work. You know, he actually made him work, and he might be actually reaping the benefits early in the second round here. Boys trading kicks.
I'd like to see Mitchell not posing as much after strikes. He's almost admiring his handiwork. He needs to throw and get back into a neutral position.
It's kind of like he's smacking pads at the minute, isn't it?
A little bit. Oh, beautiful. Puts a couple feints out, throws the right hand in earnest, and comes in on the single leg.
Yeah, couldn't get his hands clasped around for the double, so went straight to the single.
Trying to fold his leg over the top of that frame that Mitchell's developing with his left leg.
Oh, huge hammer fist.
Huge hammer fist, and that's on the side of the cut. Oh, 1 for 1. Stiff jab, very, very hard uppercut, and a right hand from Kaiden.
Yeah, Kaiden's starting to land here now. Fight's starting to fire up a little bit. I think the boys have just taken a nice little 10-second thank you.
Yeah,
we'll have a rest.
It's become a staring contest, didn't it?
Combos, let's go. Minute 10. You're good, bro. Keep beating him up.
Gentleman's agreement to almost get some of the cardio back.
Just offbeat right hand there. Semi-Superman punch from Ethan partially lands. And that claret really is starting to come out of the eye now. Luckily, though, it is going around the side of the eye. Oh, nice entry there. Nice 2-1 straight into the single leg.
Mitchell's takedown defense has been on point. And he's going back to that Kimura grip. He loves it. I mean, why not? It's worked for him all night. Again, breaks the grip, gets that shoulder up.
Well, throws from the inside and gets the distance.
Able to take most of the centre back, and Kaiden willing to meet him there.
Yes, we have been sprayed.
It happens.
It does. I believe that might be Kaiden's blood on Ethan there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just with the head position battle. Yep. Question mark kick thrown up. Oh, there's the spin.
In the dying moments of this round.
And that's the end of round number 2. I told you about the spin, ladies and gentlemen. The fight is absolutely firing up here. We have been splattered a little bit here in the commentary booth.
Yeah, a little bit of claret on the table.
Yes, the notes are a little bit redder.
Occupational hazard, it happens. I mean, that was a very, very difficult round to score. We go to the replay here. Kick to the midsection from Kaiden. One returned from Mitchell. We're seeing Mitchell going to the body. He went there a few times. There were those moments, though, where they had a lull almost to get some of their energy back. The grappling from Kaiden, while he did get control, it did not amount to much at all. Still, in saying that, the pressure was his. Very difficult round to score.
I'll tell you what, so that was the first one as well, and I was just looking over, quick sneaky look over in Mitchell's corner, and Steve Compton absolutely laying down the law. And normally Steve's a very quietly spoken man. He was really telling Ethan what was up there. So let's see what happens. Kaiden Riddle-Johnston.
Final round.
Ethan Mitchell, third and final round.
I like this already. Again, from Mitchell, he's moving his head. He's putting those little fluttery feints out with his hands. Kaiden not buying any of it, though. He puts 2 stiff jabs out there. Calling the bluff of Mitchell. Wants to see some action for him so he can counter. Again, oh, love a good double jab. What's he setting up, though? We can't just be double jabbing.
Just misses with that teep upstairs again. Kimura grip again, Jay, your favourite.
We've seen this position several times tonight. I'd like to see Kaiden maybe changing to something else. It's very difficult, obviously, when somebody gets your arm. Try and lift him. Try and lift him.
Well, he's quite clearly got the strength. Oh, and here comes those hammer fists again.
Yeah, he's almost put himself into a crucifix position. He's got two arms on that one leg, the exposed head, and it's where the cut is. Beautiful use of the knees. If you can land them, land them.
Keep your fingers out of the cage. Try and keep your fingers out of there. Try and keep your fingers out of there.
Little cage grab there. He's doing a great job there, reffing. Oh, beautiful combination. Oh, and the team finally lands upstairs and it's dropped him a little bit. Kaiden biting down on the mouthpiece, though.
Yeah, he wanted some of that respect back. You can't blame him. Up high for Mitchell.
A little bit high on the entry there. But the strikes are starting to open up with 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the final round. It's time to impress judges.
Yeah, big deep breath there by Mitchell. Had his hands down by his hips.
Just gotta be careful there. Nearly ducked into a kick.
If you're Kaiden, when your opponent takes a breath like that, that's when you come in. That's when you start pressuring, even if it's faint. Keep them on, set something up. We're working. Keep going.
Inadvertent there, but just shrugged off. Oh, couple of big right hands. Yeah. Swoosh past.
I mean, he was pitching a baseball there, wasn't he?
100%.
Even a jab, just some activity to keep it going, keep the pressure, keep him on his back foot. It's tiring, especially when you've got under 1 minute left.
I mean, and that's a great call, especially when it comes down to the judging. If this goes to the judges, you know, there is quite a lot of forward momentum and pressure coming from Kaiden. So, you know, what does a judge like?
Go, yeah, 2 letters, go. He likes you to go. He wants you to move forwards, whether it's pressure, whether it's striking, whether it's forcing these grappling exchanges. Obviously, success helps with takedowns, but still, if you're defending the whole round, it's very hard to give you a win.
And right at the end of the round, gets him down. Not for too long, still working on that Kimura grip. But that's going to be it for the boys.
Oh, almost went for a roll. Instinctively goes for the leg lock.
Yeah, great fight, boys. Oh, that was full of action as well. I mean, just a great job from both fellas. I'm lucky I'm not scoring that one.
For amateur fighters, there was a lot in that fight, no matter who wins, to look back on that fight, find little bits and pieces of information, what worked, what didn't, what opportunities were present that they missed, and they're going to learn from this fight. A really, really cool one.
I think here's this, and these big hammer fists landing right in front of us there, Jake, and they landed hard.
They did.
But really, that was the, that teep finally got one through. He tried it about 5 or 6 times during the fight, and he finally nailed one. But for me, mate, this is really, really hard to score, so...
Fantastic showing from both boys. Obviously got a bright future ahead of both of them.
And obviously this one's taking a little time to tally.
Keep it in suspense, always exciting.
3 times 10 is... We will have the decision momentarily, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stratton Property Group is the sponsor for this one. And they were also a sponsor of our last show. So sticking with us, and we stick by the people that stick by us, ladies and gentlemen. So go and check out Stratton Property Group over on Facebook. Still got some schools tallying up over there. That's got to make you nervous as a fighter, doesn't it? I mean,
you know, absolutely, because you're sitting there, you're in limbo waiting for it, but at the maybe they're trying to get it right. Maybe they're trying to do the right thing by tallying it up. Maybe something's going on that we don't know about. As long as they're trying to work to get it right and it's good officiating, then I'm here for it. Take as long as you want.
Well, here is the decision.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, fight 4. This featherweight bout tonight has been an absolute cracker. A cracker, in fact, that it has the judges split. Judge 1 scored the bout 30-27 in favour of red. Judge 2 scored 29-28 in favour of blue. Judge 3 scored about 30-27 in favour of your winner, red corner, Ethan Mitchell.
Well, there's the decision, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure if everyone at home's going to agree with that one.